So the time has finally come. We are making a haymaking video, or preparation for haymaking. We might mow in this video, or we might not. I haven't decided yet. But I just moved the hay and palletised the hay from last year. So we've still got 56 bales, decent bales from last year, which are good for next year, maybe feeding out in the field and everything before they come in. So they were on the trailer, but I need the trailer because I need to go and pick up my old man's mower. So he's let me borrow his mower to be able to cut the grass. Now, you know, we've been doing FPM videos with the bigger stuff this year with Lee, but it means I haven't got any smaller stuff to be able to do our own haymaking. So we're going to have to be dragging out the 300 series hay bob. Oh yes, so that's what we're going to be tedding with and rowing up with. So that'll probably be on the 135. So yeah, a bit of old school, which I love. Absolutely love the old school. So I'm just super excited to do that. Now I know hay bobs are a love-hate thing, but we're going to be doing a video on how to use a hay bob properly because there is a lot of moving parts with it, a lot of different setups and how you can do it. So yeah, we're going to be using the hay bob to ted our hay and then use it to row up. Now, it's a smallholder's, small farmer's best friend or worst enemy. So that's going to be interesting. But today is about getting ready for hay, going and getting the mower, which I think is a Lely mower off the top of my head. Can't remember. Anyway, Lely straight mower. We'll see that in a minute. Get that on the trailer, bring that back here, unload it, put it on the Sammy. We've got to take off the top flail topper and the weight off the Sammy first. Oh, we've all got to do one more little bit of topping before that. Probably won't be in this video. We've done enough topping lately. And then we've got to get the shed ready. Got to get the baler out. New Holland 377 is back in the corner. Yeah, all exciting, all go. Anyway, we'll keep you informed. So here is the mower. Yes, the Lely straight disc mower. Now, I haven't got my microphones with me. It's stupidly windy, so here we are doing a voiceover. Now, it is a 10'6" cut. Yes, exactly what you need for 1.2 acres. Now, it is a bit dirty and the blades look like they've seen better days, but I think they'll do for what we need them to do, which should be fine. We'll get them sharpened up when we get back, grease her up, check her over, make sure she's all fine, and head out into the field. So let's get her loaded. So we've got the Vultra, the N91. What my old man can't do with this tractor isn't worth doing. He's a one farmer tractor, so one tractor farmer even. So he can lift up, move things, whatever you want him to do with it, he can manage with it. The tractor's done about 7,000 hours now, so he's sat in that seat for a little while. And yeah, let's get it on the trailer and get it home. And as if by magic, it's back in our yard, all unloaded and ready to hitch up. But first, we need to go and do some topping. So going to do the topping first, then we'll get the topper off and the rear weight off the back. But have a look at this a minute. Now, Max and I in the workshop last weekend, we have come up with a proper passenger seat. We have reused the original seat that was in the window. We have welded up some brackets. Well, Max welded up the brackets. And we have put in the proper little passenger seat there. Look. Now, that is obviously for the wife to join me as passenger in this tractor. But no, look at it, as proper. Well happy with how that has gone in there. Superb. And we have used the original holes. We haven't drilled any new holes. The old holes from the handle and the hole from the trim inside comes through from the mud guard the other side, which is just, yeah, so you can see the bolt in here under the arch and two bolts in underneath there. So no new holes, all original. So that's that topping done, all done out of the way, just back to the mower. Look at it, look at it, look at the width. Anyway, Max is here now and I've got some microphones because I've been rushing around all morning, so I've just been recording on my phone, so apologies for the rubbish audio. But yeah, let's see what we've got back here. What do we find out, Maxie? Will it fit?
Well, might just be wide enough.
Check chain will probably go back a bit more. Look, you can take it out. There you go.
Yeah, well, it can come.
Take that one out.
Go that way.
Go that way a bit. Ideal, mate.
Well, the whole tractor can go that way.
Yeah. What do you think about the width of the mower, mate?
Oh, it's lovely.
It's proper, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah.
Be nice if all mowers are that width. Be a lot quicker, wouldn't it? Hey, now a nice plain disc mower, no conditioner. We're going to ted it anyway, aren't we? So
yeah.
It's fine.
Get the 135 in there.
I'm a big fan of just standard disc mowers rather than conditioners, especially if you're going to ted it. A lot less wear and tear and weight on your tractor.
If you're doing like silage with a forager and you're not going to bother tedding it, then a conditioner makes sense.
Oh, 100%.
But when you're doing hay,
yeah,
no conditioner makes sense.
No, they reckon with a conditioner you'll save a day with making it. So it'll take a day less to make it apparently, but I'd love to see the scientific evidence that it's a whole day, but there we go.
You'd have to do 2 fields at the exact
Yeah, you would.
Same time for the weather to
With the
be
same crop, same everything. Yeah. So it'd be difficult to test that admittedly. But no, I was going to sharpen the blades while it was on the trailer and I forgot. So we'll lift it up in a minute and get those blades just tickled up a little bit.
With a grinder.
Now we have got some spare blades, but Grandad said he wants to get a bit more out of these first, didn't he?
I think
So,
some of them he's got quite a lot out.
Yeah, I think he has got.
Like this one, look.
He's definitely got his money's worth. Trouble is, we don't really want to lose them in the thing. If you're mowing you know, for a forager, where it's got to go through something rather than just into something, then you wouldn't really want to pick that up with the forager, would you?
Well,
your old metal detector would pick it up, wouldn't
yeah.
it? But,
pick it up fairly quick.
yeah, it would. Anyway, let's get hitched up and get on, shall we?
Yep.
Oh, talking about foraging, Mother's out there foraging, Max. Been foraging with her ego, Mother, have he?
Yeah, but I'm getting a bit blocked.
Oh, getting blocked, is he? Throw a bit of grass in there, mind. Hey, Pickle. Anyway, let's show you this field before we cut it. Right, so this is our hay field for this year, which is the same one as we done first time last year. As you can see, there's not a great deal of bottom in it, but there's a lot of seed head. But we're going to make what we can out of it, and hopefully it'll be alright. But yeah, it's about 1.2 acres, nothing massive. But set the mower down as low as we can, so we'll get better aftergrass then as well, won't we, Max?
Yeah.
And get a bit of a better crop, but it'll be fine for the hay.
Yeah.
Not a problem. What they
For
don't
what
eat out of it, they don't eat out of it, do they?
No.
And it's only for ourselves, so it's fine. Now, you may notice that it is quite cloudy and it's raining. Got spots of rain.
Looks drier over there.
It looks dry over there. Well, the next 5 days are beautiful hot sunshine.
Like 27 degrees.
Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. Now, you can cut grass in the wet, and then as long as the following days are dry, but you obviously don't want to make it in the wet. If anyone's watching who doesn't know anything about hay, most of you probably know more about making hay than I do, so I won't go into too much detail about it. But yeah, we've made a few bits of hay before, Max, haven't we?
Yeah.
Ourselves here last
I
year.
made hay in this field and that field last year.
Yeah, and I've made a fair bit myself historically, so yeah. Hopefully we know enough what we're doing, Max, to be able to
At
get
the
it
old
done.
house, we had the little finger bar mower thing, cut it, had a pallet with sides on it and baled it in the pallet.
Yeah, we made it all by hand, didn't we? I went and
Yeah.
turned it with a dung fork every day.
Yeah.
There's at least like 10 metres by 10 metres square, but it worked, didn't it?
Pretty much.
The principles
Probably
of,
the equivalent of 3 of our little bales.
yeah, probably was. Yeah, so it was, yeah, it worked anyway. Right, let's go and get that tractor mower and sink it into this grass, because Grandad wants to cut tomorrow, so hence why we're also cutting this today, because he wants to cut 20 acres of his own this week. So yeah, let's get on with it. Right, let's fold her up then, I suppose. No, wrong way, there we go. Here she comes. Make sure all that works first. And we are up. Nice, right. Put it back down so we can sharpen the blades. Lovely. We're out in the field, Maxie.
Yeah.
Ready to cut our grass. There's the mower. I think it's time to do our favourite job, Max.
Yeah.
Mowing.
It's got to be the best time of year.
Love mowing. It's the best tractor job in the world.
Yeah.
So let's fold her down. I've sharpened the blades, by the way, and they've probably got about 1.2 acres left in them. So we'll see if we lost any by the time we finished. Hopefully not. Anyway, let's get this beautiful field on the ground. Oh, you also notice that there's a lot less thistles. I said that with a lisp. A lot less thistles this year, a lot less weed. So we've been busy spot spraying. So yeah, that's definitely helped a lot, hasn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, let's get this grass on the ground. Right, so there we go. It is all on the ground. All on the ground. Now, it hasn't really rode it at all. It's almost like the mower's got spreader plates on, but it hasn't. So that's I wanted to stay in roads because it's probably going to have a little bit of rain tonight, which I was expecting. The weather forecast now says it's going to rain a little bit more tomorrow morning, which is annoying, but hopefully the rest of the week then does look dry. But it does always away. As soon as I decide to get a mower out, the weather forecast changes. So annoying. Never mind. It is what it is. It's on the ground now. We've just got to deal with it. So I won't ted it until I know we've got some clear sunshine. So obviously less chance of the grass soaking in and drying out. So just leave it as it is. And then probably, hopefully, if the weather does stay the forecast now, get a little bit of rain tonight, tomorrow morning, and then it'll be dry tomorrow afternoon. And if it's dry enough then all the way through, I'll probably ted it tomorrow afternoon, ted it Tuesday, ted it, because it's Sunday today, you might not have known that, but ted it tomorrow afternoon, ted it Tuesday, ted it Wednesday. Never know, light crop of hairs, could be ready to fit the bale Thursday. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. Max and Molly have got their lambs up here, because they've just weaned the ewes off them this morning. We delivered them somewhere to be to my sisters, the ewe zoover. So they've got all the lambs there, look, all in one pen now. There seems to be a lot more there now they're in one pen than they looked like them when they were before, so they're going to be a little bit noisy for a few days because they've just been weaned. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the mowing video and other stuff, me getting ready. Thank you to Max for filming those bits and pieces, but he's had to go and sort the sheep out now. So yeah, we'll keep you in the loop. So the next video will be a how to use a hay bob video, which I think could be useful for some people. And probably not useful for others. But anyway, let us know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you love the weather when you're haymaking. And yeah, let me know what the weather's like with you, because, or has anyone else cut grass today? Because normally when I cut grass, no one else does. Anyway, cheerio, bye.